Hey Ophiuchus, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm going to see what wants to come out. Look at the past, present, future. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. Past energy, 5 of Wands, internal conflict. It feels heavy. It feels like battling with yourself, battling your own belief system. It feels like whatever way you went, there was some kind of rejection. It feels like continuously opening your heart to people, places and things to be shut down. It feels like being shut down and rejected time and time again has built in a strength. It feels like it's pushed you to make a stand where you will never reject yourself, that you can't feel rejection if you don't reject yourself. You can't be abandoned if you don't abandon yourself. It feels like it's been a harsh lesson, being kicked to the curb. That's what's coming through. 3 of Swords. As I split the deck, heartbreak. We've got the Sun on the back of the deck. Let's keep looking into this. Yeah. It's like I give you no other option but to let go, to do it your own way. Maybe being turned down in terms of jobs, opportunities. It's like, if opportunity doesn't knock, build your own door. It feels like you've been pushed to go within because everything around you was a letdown, was some kind of disappointment. It feels like pushing to a point of giving up. Could have scared you in some way. It feels like you could really be clinging on to the things you've created, protecting the seeds you've planted, maybe not telling too many people about things. Feels like something shifted where you've been able to see people's true intentions. Those that were there for the highs but not for the lows. The High Priestess. It feels like this has been unsettling. Some of you, it's like, oh, I'd rather not know. Yeah, death under the High Priestess. It's like, I'd rather not know. You could have really seen some sides to people that have made you feel away. This could have highlighted parts of yourself that make you feel away. It feels like really having to face your shadow, face all sides of human. There's something coming through about this, like a success story in terms of having nothing and then having a lot. Bottom to the top kind of energy, the moon. Because I'm picking up on the future energy, we're still in the past here, but what that's coming through as is like there's something coming that's going to overpower anything that's left, anything that's gone. I remember hearing a story, and it's coming through at the moment, a lady that I follow. She's a Divine Feminine coach. Her channels are Lexis, AWWLEXIS, I think. And she mentioned something in one of her videos about when she left her job that she wasn't fully treated right, in terms of they didn't pay her what they owed her, or she had to leave without working a notice, something like that, where she didn't get what she was rightly owed, and that she could have kicked up a fuss, she could have caused a problem, but she let it go, she moved forward, she took her power back. And now she's making more than she ever would, more than the guy that employed her ever would. And it's like, the only revenge is no revenge, is for you to be free of the want to revenge. It feels like this has been something heavy to transmute. That this hasn't just been a one-time forgiveness. This may have been years of having to accept people as they are, accept yourself as you are. It's like this has put you in a very powerful position where you're the master of your own mind, the master of your own thoughts. You can't be swayed. It's like you can't be tempted into something, you can't be talked into something, because you can see right through You can see people's true intentions, people's true why. What's driving that? Feels like this has been sad to see, but you're aware of how this has affected your life, your reality, that justice has been restored through some kind of heartbreak, broke your heart, fixed your vision. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. It feels like this is something that, as soon as it was transmuted, shifted everything in terms of being able to be in flow state, some kind of creative block lifted, being able to express yourself, maybe saying how you feel. It's like some kind of guilt was released. This is balancing everything out in the physical. These could be some kind of karmic relationship, something you had to cut cords with, change the dynamic of. Yeah, this does feel like someone close to you, maybe family. It's like having to start again. First time leaving the nest, that's how it feels. You may have done something scarier or more that needed more courage than what you're doing right now, but it's like you've never done it in this setting, with this blueprint, this new emotional blueprint. This is the first time that this version of you is experiencing some kind of huge life change without some kind of illusion of support. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a very stoic energy. It does feel deflating, but not upsetting. It's like acceptance, complete acceptance at the core. That some kind of belief that you had about a relationship, about a family situation, about people around you, it's kind of like a fantasy, something maybe you were feeding into. What it feels like is the programming that the majority have in terms of when childhood ends and adulthood begins, that the fun stops, that it's time to get responsible, it's time to step up. And yeah, in many aspects that's true. However, the more we grow, the more we evolve, the more we see the magic of life, the more that fantasy expands. Obviously, we're programmed to be shut off to that. But it feels like something put your light out, but not out in a way where you're not moving forward. It's just you're moving forward in a less joyful energy. That's how it feels. It's like you set out to have all these dreams, you set out to make certain decisions, and it wasn't with how you thought it was going to go. It wasn't with the people you thought. It wasn't for the reason you thought. But it's like, now you're going, you might as well keep going anyway. It's like, yes, because actually there's a better reason. There's a bigger reason. There's something here about nothing's lost here. That this joy is going to come back. This joy may just be coming back. Let's drop into the present energy. This feels like something in the past. These feelings may have masked your success. It's like the heaviness of this could have disconnected you from your intuition, stopped you really seeing the blessings in the present moment, how much you've accomplished, how far you've come, what you've created. Yeah. This does feel like something emotional that really could have took the wind out of your sails. Four of Swords. Finding comfort in spirit, finding comfort in God, finding comfort in whatever energy you connect with, your higher self. whatever it may be. It feels like praying to make it out of a situation. Like these emotions could have affected your physical health in some way. It feels like, what's the point of success if there isn't this foundation? What's coming through is how a lot of the time when we have thoughts or feelings of wanting to not be here anymore, that's because an old version of ourselves needs to leave. Something isn't resonating. It's time for something new to be born. And that's not in the physical, literal sense. But that's why a lot of people see no way out, because they can't see themselves. But themselves is no longer there because they're now their new self. And it feels like this family dynamic, this relationship, friendship, community, whatever this situation was, some kind of a foundation that you was emotionally attached to, maybe dependent on, maybe dependent in a healthy way, maybe dependent in a not so healthy way. That without this, it's like there's no means to go on. That you're aware of your capabilities, your success, what you can do, what you can create, how far you can take something, where you can go. But it's like, what's the point? It's like, I did all of this for this, and now this doesn't exist. What's the point? It's like, take an inner breath, take a moment to yourself, come in. You could be seeing 12-12 a lot. There's something about everything you set out to create, and the reason why is still very valid, and you're going to fulfill that reason why. But the way you relate to the people or the reason is different, and that's something that you're going to be emotionally adjusting to, but actually in the physical, nothing has changed. So this is just how you're emotionally feeling, how you're relating to certain things. It feels like you're being guided, you're working closely with Source. To work through this. It feels like it may have put business on hold for a minute. Something may have needed to slow down for a minute because emotions needed to be tended to, so that some kind of unconscious or suppressed emotion, maybe hurt, didn't leak into what it is that you're building. It's like needing to check your own intentions, needing to look at things from an outside perspective. Yeah, 5 of Cups in reverse. It feels like for a long time you looked at what was gone. You couldn't see what was right behind you. You couldn't see the cups you had right behind you. It's like focusing too hard on what's been spilled. But it's like all you needed to do was to turn around to see those 2 cups behind you, to see that not all is lost, that some kind of dynamic is shifting, but this is actually going to serve you and serve everyone in terms of how you're going to be managing things emotionally. It feels like a very healthy shift, but a difficult one to navigate when you've been used to a certain dynamic of a relationship, 2-2-2. The things that are happening now, maybe some kind of tower situations. The tower did come out earlier. When I split the deck, the magician on the back. Some tower situations, it's like these things are helping you to face these emotions so you can face them, feel them, free them, so that something can be transmuted. The quicker this is, the quicker you feel this, the quicker you honor these emotions, the quicker some things can continue moving forward. It's like nothing's actually changed, although it feels like everything's changed. It's like everything has changed, but not in terms of the plan, the goal, what needs to be done. It's like if you take a week feeling these emotions or you suppress them for a year, that means it'll either take a week or it's going to take a year before you pick up where you left off. It's like there's a pause right now for the highest good of things, so that emotions can be balanced out. Yeah, strength. Trust that everything you've created, your business, your finances, will continue to prosper even if you're not focusing on business. If you believe you're losing money because you're not taking action on something, you will. If you believe you're making money because you're not taking action on something, you will. There's something here about trusting that your work is protected, your creations are protected, your money is protected, and it's continuing to grow, you're continuing to prosper even when you're resting. Maybe this is something you asked for, but something is like, oh, I'm not there yet. Until I make this much money, I can't rest. But it's like, did you ask to make a certain amount of money and then rest? Or did you ask to make money in a way that's restful? Be mindful of what you've asked for. The answer's in the body, the answer's in the emotion. These emotions are more valuable than you realize. Don't dismiss or suppress them. There's answers in this that's going to help you to continue to prosper, continue to make certain moves in business. It feels like a very liberating energy. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, protected from fire. The little salamander there on by his feet. The world. Something you've been manifesting is coming in within the next few months. This feels like a whole life change, the Empress. But in order for you to really be living this and accept this, it's like there needs to be a shift in energy. It feels like really dropping into that feminine energy regardless of gender. Wow, 9 of Pentacles. Emotion, energy, emotion, money, energy, emotion. Money is energy. It's like you are your money. Your energy is your money. How are you flowing? What's blocked? Successfully mastering your emotions in the near future. The World, the Empress, 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Swords. Feels like a very regal energy, the Hermit on the back of the deck. This is like leadership. The Sun, 7 of Pentacles. Some of you, it's like you're going to be moving, you're going to be changing location. There's opportunities coming up all around the world. Some of you are going to be traveling. It feels like you could have stayed in the same place because you had loyalties to a certain situation, and this situation was an illusion. It's like you didn't even need to be where you thought you should be. Although it's been heartbreaking to realize that something you were staying around for wasn't around for you in some way. This has been liberating, because it means that there's nothing holding you back from moving forward. It's like you've done something so much. You know, some kind of like going by the book. You know the way to do something, the blueprint to success, to making money, to whatever it is. But there's a feeling missing. It's like something doesn't feel right. Something's not right. You know that you can just keep going. You can just keep doing the same thing, receiving the same thing, grinding away at something. Some of you are about to start a project. You found a way to make money. You're about to go all in on this thing. And it seems like it does. It makes money. People make money from this thing, whatever it is. But it's deflating. It's deflating because you've got this hunch, you've got this feeling, I should just go here, do this, do that. I should let all this go and go the other way. Something that doesn't make sense. It's like you're used to taking that methodical action. You're used to putting one foot in front of the other. Now you're being asked to somersault over to the left. It's like, it feels like the right thing to do, to keep plodding on in a certain direction, or with the same energy, or doing the same thing, or in the same location, the same environment. But it's weighing you down. What's for you won't weigh you down. It won't drain you. It feels like the way you're doing things is guaranteed success, and taking a leap of faith in a different direction, or taking what you're doing but doing it elsewhere, is a risk. It's like, why leave something that's good? Why give up on something that's going well? You're being asked to have faith, to give up on something that's going well for something better. This may not mean changing completely what you're doing, but it's just tweaking some things, and that may mean where you're doing it. Judgment. Time to answer the call. Hermit and Judgment. How you see yourself in some kind of internal conflict, praying, asking for guidance, meditating would be great right now. Some of you are doing that. It's like really tuning in, going within. 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, the world. It's like asking for a way out. Show me the way. It's like you're asking for something. It doesn't feel like you've got help with this. This feels like something you're doing in isolation. Ask yourself why you're doing something alone if you are doing something alone. Maybe what you've prayed for is already there, but there may be some reason you're dismissing it. It's not that the answers aren't there. 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups on the 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords on the 4 of Swords. It's like we heard you the first time we asked. It's like you've energetically asked for something. You know what you want, you've stated what you want energetically to the universe. You're creating something. Now trust. Trust that it's already here. If there's stress and anxiety that it's not there, it's confirming that it's not there, and you'll get more of that. If you're confirming you're in lack, you'll receive more of that. It feels like stress in the body, that something hasn't happened. It's like it's happening. Something may not have happened that you expected to happen, but something is happening. It feels like really taking a minute, some kind of relaxation, some kind of therapeutic energy, just filling up your cup. It's like the storm inside will settle once you command it to. It's like be one with that storm and then harness its energy, because you asked for something to end, it's ending. This could be some kind of spiritual warfare. If you're fighting in terms of battling in your sleep, dreams, nightmares, waking up, not feeling like you're in your own energy, rising in a reactive state, instead of fighting with yourself, be mindful if you're really in your own energy, firstly. And it's like, don't be hard on yourself for feeling confused, for feeling conflicted, for feeling frustrated. But realize that it's an illusion. These feelings, it's like they'll come and they'll go, and you'll still be standing there strong. It's like I'm seeing someone standing in some kind of storm. And it's like the storm comes through, you can't see them, they're completely hidden by the storm. But as the storm passes, they're still standing there grounded, standing there strong. It's like these feelings are coming through you like a storm, but everything you've created, everything you've embodied will still be there once this storm passes. Just remind yourself of how things are temporary, and that we're often tested greatly before a breakthrough. It's like in order for things that needed to change, things have been ripped up by the roots. But it's nothing you can't handle. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Luxury, pamper yourself, like all the love. Love overpowers fear. If you're waking up in those kind of lower energies, spiritual warrior that, like, just raise your vibration the best you can. Get up, get outside. Get up and shake it off. Dancing, shaking, moving in any way you want, really. Judgment on the Hierophant. Twerking would be great, especially if you've battled sexual abuse, like just releasing trauma. Trauma gets stuck in our hips, like shaking, moving, dancing, like really like a hip movement, some kind of hip movement that's coming up. So really getting into your body. Doing that outside on the earth would be even better, but obviously do what? What's that? You're going to be getting married? You're going to be getting married? That doesn't normally come through so clear. I hope you're not ruining anyone's surprise here. It's like you feel like you're being prepared for some doomsday event, but you're actually being prepared for the most happiest time of your life. There's a huge transformation. It's like you've never been more sure of yourself, had a stronger sense of self. It feels like really standing in your truth, truth of yourself, truth of your ancestry, truth of who you are. It's like needing to master. Okay, maybe there's been some battle with that. Yeah, mastering heartbreak. Maybe you've been reactive when you've been hurt. That thing of easily manipulated, easily offended, easily manipulated, easily controlled. It feels like you had to really be strong in yourself, in your self-worth before this come in. But it feels like some kind of proposal. The Lovers, Two of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. It's a beautiful energy, and it's nothing like what was coming through in terms of what your kind of suspense, what your... There could have been some kind of fear of getting hurt. It feels like this is something that may have taken a long time. But it feels like being prepared for some kind of life partner energy. Some of you guys, it's really like you're about to give up. It's like a really somber, I want to say, somber energy. And then it's like out of nowhere, I'm seeing the genie from Aladdin jump out there. It's like out of nowhere, something arrives that just puts the pep back in your step. Communication. It's like you're not going to be in the mood to be hearing, you're not going to be in the mood when this comes. This is quite funny, it's quite comical. Battery low, 30 on the clock. The Fool. Nine of Wands. It feels like you could have really been pushed to rock bottom. It's like sometimes we have to really hit the bottom to be able to move forward, to move back up, to let it all go, to start again. And it feels like you just don't want to know. It feels like you've had enough. Where your instant reaction may be to dismiss someone, or it's like, even when this message comes in, or this person communicates with you, it's like this past energy is like being let down so many times that you're just not gonna even, you just assume that it's gonna be another letdown. It's like, yeah, all right then, like join the queue. But this is why there's some delay, because it's like a perspective needed to be shifted. Yeah. Because it's like you're seeing this person, or you could be judging this person or this situation through the lens of some frustration, through the lens of some kind of headache of the past. The fog needed to clear so that you could see this relationship coming in for what it is. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, it's like this person's going to contact you, but it's like it feels like a gift, like a physical gift. I don't always get that, but it feels like a physical gift, like an offering to do something. What's coming through is don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Because it feels like wanting to turn this down to get one over on spirit or one over on God. Like, look, you keep turning me down, now I'm about to turn the best thing you're sending me down. It's like, who's that really hurting, bro? 3311. So don't be your own demise. And it feels like this is something you could see yourself do. 3322. Even how I'm just chuckling, is that you could see yourself doing this, your own self-sabotage, and chuckle at it. Like, chuckle at your own tendencies. It's like, yeah, chuckle at it, but then don't be, it's not funny right now. Right now, take it seriously. And nip it in the bud. Because there's too much changing, there's too much shifting. It's like, it doesn't resonate. That was something from the past. That's an expectation from the past. Maybe even a narrative or a way that somebody expects you to be kind of nonchalant about something. It's like expecting you to turn things down, to not care. But it's like you do care about something. Don't fool yourself into not caring. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others, dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous. A windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very special project, happy change in your career. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. 10 of Swords energy. The butterfly on the back of the deck. Transformation. Feels like transformation, the way you're expressing yourself, doesn't usually jump out, but the blue on the butterfly really jumped out. 17, mountain lion, leadership, and the antelope taking action. 3717. If you're avoiding taking your place of leadership, it could be because the whole idea scares you silly. This is a normal state of affairs for one who has never been a leader before. In this instance, it is necessary to call upon the courage of lion and to begin by learning the lessons of the lion-hearted. Another message of Mountain Lion reversed is to not let yourself be led down the primrose path by a leader who is abusing power. If you want to put yourself on the road to being a leader in your own right, ask questions of anyone to whom you have given authority. See if they carry the medicine of the mountain lion and whether you can grow into your own leadership by observing how they handle the task of setting examples. Become mountain lion by refusing to hide in the cave of your own shyness or uncertainty. Roar with conviction, roar with power, and remember to roar with laughter to balance the medicine. 37 on the clock and 37 for the antelope action. Run, antelope, teach me of action and its pace, quickly, quickly, so I may run with grace. Always listen to what antelope has to say to you. Antelope in your cards indicates a message of higher purpose. Antelope arms you with the bow of authority and forces you to act on behalf of self, family, clan, nation, and finally Mother Earth. Antelope says do it now. Don't wait any longer. Antelope knows the way and so do you. Take courage and leap. Your sense of timing is perfect. When Antelope has bounded into your cards, the time is now, the power is you. Page 186, 187. Got one chakra card in the moon cards. No accidents here. Let's see what it's saying. Wisdom and discernment. I am open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to, rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. We've got the moon in Aquarius, the waning moon, and moon in Gemini. Stress may be an issue during this time. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is a time for casting away emotions that no longer serve you. The time is right for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. For me personally, when I get really mad about things, I like to just write it down, like let myself just go loose, say what I need to say. No matter how crazy it sounds, no matter how rude it comes across, like you can write it down in a journal, you don't need to share it, you can just say what you need to say, let it out, how you're feeling. And say it out loud, shout it, scream it. Sometimes you just need a good wow, a good scream, jump around, kick about, like let it out, shake it out. Really say what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Even if it shocks yourself, it's like just keep telling yourself it's okay to let it out. And once it's really all out, maybe meditate, sit with it, drop into the breath, have a relaxing bath. Be kind to yourself. It's like as much as if we have to do physical activity, or it's like we go to the gym or we work out or do some kind of movement that we have recovery time. It's like investing in yourself, allocating time just for you to recover from not just physical but from emotional stresses of the day. It's like stress is really the greatest issue out here. Managing stress levels is necessary right now. And it's like you'll find that a lot of things start flowing. You may receive more. Like it feels like being able to really tap into that flow of abundance. Numbers start going up in some way. Money starts going up in some way. Things start growing, blossoming when you let go. And often when I say that, I get comments like, oh, well, we just can't sit around and do nothing. But the energy of this reading is like, if this is your energy, then is completely contrasting to that. It's like heavy masculine, working all round the clock, all round the, it's like complete tunnel vision, complete control, complete perseverance, pushing on, swimming against the current, battling, fighting, obstacle after obstacle, hurdle after hurdle. So it's like, yeah, really relax, let go. And it's like, you'll know intuitively when to move. And it may only be one day, it may only be half a day, it could be a week, it could be a year. You'll know intuitively, but taking a moment of inaction doesn't mean that you're putting an end to the action. But it's going to make it easier to take action. It's going to create some kind of effortless creation, effortless action as you flow forward. Number 47, Asalia. This for me is a number of purpose, something that comes up personal to me. 47. Feels like something you're here to do. And it's already on the page. Number 36, page number 36, number 47. Elegant, firm, with great self-control, he stands out because of his charisma. He is also sweet-natured, tender and friendly. His attitude is always based on truth, and he is completely fair and incorruptible, with a heightened faith. He is extremely dynamic, living from day to day, making the most of every second in order to fulfill ideas that come to mind. He can go beyond his own powers without reaching exhaustion. Planet the sun. Reasons for invoking: to protect against scandal and immorality, to reveal the truth in vowed situations and guide towards appropriate behaviour, to understand the divine aspects of nature. Planet the sun. Attribute: God who shows the truth. 4444 on the clock. Crown chakra, grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this truth. I believe in a higher power, and I know that it is within and around me, offering assistance and guidance. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power. I am open to receive grace, and I trust in a higher power. I am worthy. I just want to pull one overall one from this deck because it's my favourite deck, and I just realised I didn't even connect with her for this reading. Okay. Shouldn't have bothered doing that. The only way out is in. It's like, yeah, there's no getting away from this. It is what it is. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it's a headache. Yeah, something like you'd rather it not be the case. You'd rather it not be the truth. But you know who you are. You know what you're going to do regardless. So cultivate the best feelings you can as you move forward and process. It's like, just be mindful not to suppress anything that could show its ugly head, rear its ugly head later and get in the way. I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys soon. Sending so much love.